There's just a huge portfolio of approaches to the neck depending upon, how significantly things have changed. Probably the mildest is a technique we've used for years in the practice using a radiofrequency technology called Forma, where you're essentially gliding a handpiece along the jaw border and neck and heating the skin to a certain level. That will give a nice tightening up to a point. The next step up would be using radiofrequency technology in a different way. Sometimes this is referred to as embrace, but it combines face tight and Morpheus into a single treatment for the neck and jaw border. And that's quite a bit more powerful. Face tight is essentially a pair of probes that are joined. You make a tiny little nick with a needle in the skin, and you can glide the probes back and forth, one on top of the skin, one under the skin. Energy flows between the tips, causes the skin to tighten. Then you come along with Morpheus, which is another radiofrequency device which has these little coated pins, so you're only delivering energy at the tips, and you can vary the depth. So the same area that you've glided the face tight across, you then come along with the Morpheus device, and that adds a further tightening. For someone who's really significantly settled, that's going to make it better, but probably not good enough. So then you go into the actual surgical neck lifts, and if it's just strictly in the neck, we can do this through a relatively short incision, mostly behind the ear, a little curve in front of the earlobe, and get down into that space and actually physically tighten the muscle. Sometimes we'll combine that with face tight or its baby brother Accutite if we want to enhance certain areas like the jowl or underneath the chin to give it even a little boost. And then there's probably our favorite procedure, which is neck and jaw border lift. For somebody who's really settled, it's usually a matter of both the structures of the neck and the jaw border coming down. And you can demonstrate that readily to the patients, because when you put them in front of a mirror and you just put your fingers here to lift up a little bit, and they'll see not just this getting clearer, but the neck tightening up as well. And to get a harmonious result, often that's going to be the very best way.